right, welcome to Chalk Talk. Today we have a very popular man, unknown man to a lot of people. He's like a mystery man. Coach Ryan Milbourne, the head basketball coach of Harpers Ferry boys middle school basketball, and you have had a very exciting week. But before we get into the exciting week, the people kind of want to backtrack. They want to know who Ryan is and how long he's been there and what's the road been like up until today. So tell us a little bit about yourself and what's gotten you to the point where we're at today.
Oh man. I started out down Harpers Ferry in 2008, helping out with JV with Eric Vandell, which is now the principal at Harpers Ferry. Um, and then from there, I got my own start with the girls in 2010. I think it was 2011, 2012 season. We went to the playoffs, won a championship, lost to Musselman. That was our only three losses all year. Then the next year, Coach Benjamin took them. They won the championship. And then from there, went over to the boys. I think it was 2012, 2013. And questioned myself a little bit. I'm like, why did I leave the girls? but but I enjoy being down there. I enjoy helping the kids. Um, I love the kids down there. I love the school. Everybody's big support down there in Harpers Ferry.
Yeah, for sure. So you have a major support system. So you've been with the boys since the 2022 season, 2012 season,
Yeah,
and
2000.
now here you are 10 years later, still with the boys and playing in a monumental, historic game for Harvest Ferry. So not only did you shock the world against North Middle, who, just a couple of weeks ago when we were covering the North versus South game, they were undefeated.
Yeah,
And very, very good team, a lot of talent. And you guys not only defeated North Middle, but you went on the road and defeated North Middle in the playoffs. And there's no series here. It's win or go home. And you guys, it's the real survive and advance scenario. And you guys would be considered the Cinderella team if we were talking March Madness. How do you feel about
yeah,
being in that role?
yeah. Everybody else thinks it's a Cinderella, but us down in Harpers Ferry, we know we've just been waiting on this one special group of kids to come through that believe in themselves and know that they can get the job done. And this group of kids been working hard for 2 to 3 years. They've been in the program. They believe. They keep believing. And so to everybody else, it's a Cinderella story, but to us, it's what we expected. It's what the kids deserve, and we're just excited. And you said it's been a heck of a week for us, but hey, it's been a heck of a season for us. I mean, we've battled. We got some injuries early in the season. Got those guys back. Now we got some guys out sick. But we don't make excuses. We just come and play ball, and we're always ready and willing to take any challenge.
Yeah, so you mentioned this group that's come through. Now, this exact same group had itself in the position to win a football championship as well. And
Yes, it did.
we covered two of your games against Wildwood, which were just instant ESPN classics. So this same group of kids that you're talking about are not only, believing in themselves, on the hardwood, but, they're just as talented on the gridiron. So just tell me a little bit about this group and, and what made you guys realize they were so special.
Yeah, that's where it started was football season. Coach Benjamin does a great job with the kids down there, and he always gets the best out of them. And we told him back in August, we are like, the only people that can stop this group is this group. There's nobody outside of our area that can compete with us. And from there, they just started believing, and we had a great season going into that championship game in football. We were undefeated because we had beat Wildwood the first time, and then so they beat us. So now as the roles are reversed, we're going in. We've got losses. but they're undefeated. So we're trying to maybe get a little bit of payback for football season. But our team starts with the Brooks brothers. We go as they go, and it was same in football. Like they get us started, they get us on the defensive end, get us started, ready to go. Then we got Vince, which he can shoot the ball on any given night, and if he's not contributing on scoring, his defense is there. We got Keith Hessler. He's another good guy, defensive. He's a really defensive guy. And then Frank Turk, he does a little bit of everything. He's a rebounder. He gets the missed layups or the missed shots. He'll be there to get the boards and put them back up.
Yes, very blue collar guy, man. I remember him from football as well. So let's dive a little bit into the playoff run. You guys went to North Middle and you shocked everybody but yourselves. You know what I mean? In your community and things like that, which I think is great. You know what I mean? Like it's good to be that that underdog every once in a while. You know what I mean? And I know you're not underdogs to yourselves, but it's the role that you're playing right now is the underdog role. And no matter what the situation is. And I mean, and that includes seeding. You know what I mean? So so let's talk a little bit about the North game. You guys went on the road. What's that mindset to go on the road knowing you're the underdogs and to go in there and pull out a huge win?
After we lost that tough game to Musselman, or the last game on our 8th grade night, we lost to them by 3. We just told the guys, we're like, hey, we're not done. We got into the playoffs. We got that 6th seed. It's one quarter at a time. You have nothing to lose. You got everything to play for. So just go out, have fun with it, enjoy the atmosphere that we're going to be in. The crowd support was great. Have been great all season down there at Harpers Ferry, and then now into the playoffs. And it's growing even more now that we're in the playoffs. So I expect, and actually, we had lost to North by like 12, I think, in the regular season, 12 or 14. So going up there, and we had already played up there, so it's good to play on a familiar place. So we lost to him the first time, but I told him, I said, listen, like I told you all year, there's nobody that can beat you but you. If you go out there, we execute our plays, we're going to be there at the end. And that's what we got to do. And we actually got an early jump on them. And I think we shocked them. I think we surprised them because we started off slow the first time we played them. And then the last 2 quarters, we ramped it up a little bit. But it was a little bit opposite this time. We sat there and started off hot, and then we kind of cooled off there towards the end. And the last 2 minutes, we were exchanging layups for threes. So that was getting me a little worried too. So I was like, man, they just got to miss one, and then we'll be all right. And finally, they did miss one, and we went down there and we finished the deal. Got I think it was like a 10-point lead.
Yeah.
At that time. So
awesome. So then you take that win, and you have to now go on the road to your cross county rival, in Charlestown, and again, you're on the road. You're a lower seed, playing an underdog role, and you guys pull off a very tough, hard-fought overtime win. Correct?
Yes, it went into overtime. We were trailing the whole game. I mean, from the start of the game, it seemed like we weren't in it. Like after that first win, I didn't think the guys were focused on the bus up on the bus going up to Charlestown. And I told them, I was like, listen, if you guys are satisfied with one win and getting out of playoffs, that's fine. I said, but y'all need to start locking in. Y'all need to focus. I mean, we can go up here and beat this team. And it wasn't even a month ago. I think they beat us 47-14. I said, but that game does not tell anything near how good we are. I was like, we went into that game a little bit unsure of ourselves. But the last 3 or 4 weeks, we've really started to dial in, and they've locked back in, and they've realized that they can beat anybody. And so I think they lost focus even when the game started. I think we still weren't that focused. But then at halftime, we made a couple adjustments. And in that fourth quarter, pretty much told them, hey, you can rather fold up when you're down by 12, or you can buckle down and you can make sure that your season's not over. And those guys just they never quit, they never give up, and they didn't want the season to be over. So those kids just they're resilient. They fight back, and until the clock hits zero, you never know what you're gonna get out of those guys.
Yeah.
And so I'm very proud of all of the guys on this team. And I just it's gonna be pretty emotional tonight. Win, lose, or draw is just like this group of kids you only get every once in a while.
Yeah.
Like a lot of teams get it every year, but down Harpers Ferry, we get it once in a while, and this group is one of the groups.
Yeah, man. So let's just discuss the elephant in the room here. You're going against a juggernaut of a program in Wildwood, who's won 3 championships in a row, going for their fourth. I think Ryan has won his last 66 game, going for his 67. And you guys get an opportunity to just totally knock that off course, give them their first loss in several years, take the championship, and not allow them to have a four-peat. And you get to do it on the high school court. Like, there's so much special about tonight in a lot of different areas. So how are you keeping your guys focused? How are you keeping them getting their minds ready mentally for a task like tonight?
Well, and again, it's good to play on a court before you play a big game. And Coach Tech had all the middle schools out at the beginning of the season for the middle school shootout, I think they called it.
Yeah.
So we played on the court the very first game, and now we're going to get to end our season on the court as well. And hopefully it's the same outcome because we had a pretty good win against Daniel, or not Daniel Morgan, Johnson Williams that night. So, but yeah, I'm sure Coach Miller, he's got his guys ready like he always does. But we're not backing down. We're gonna be ready, and we're gonna give them a fight.
Mm. All right, man. Well, we're gonna cover it on live on Home Team Sports TV. What people probably don't know is you are a basketball junkie. You don't miss the state tournament. Ryan, you're always there in your same seat. I know whenever I make it, I can walk in that gym no matter what time of day, who's playing, and going to see you in your seat enjoying basketball and talking basketball. And so you are 100% a basketball junkie. I know a lot of people don't know that. So, I'm wishing you the best. The success this year has been great for us to follow, especially for me, you being a close friend of mine. So I'm enjoying seeing you have all the success. Saw a couple of videos of you celebrating on the court against Charlestown, getting pumped up. That was a great sight for me to see, and see you show that energy because you're always so mild-mannered and mellow and relaxed. And to see you in that environment showing that emotion was great.
Yeah, it's been one heck of a ride, and like I say, I hated to come to an end tonight, but I'll be excited for whatever comes tonight.
Absolutely, man. Well, we'll be covering it as always. If you need anything, let me know. I hope I don't see you in March at the in Charleston because that means I won't be dancing. But if I do, it won't be so bad either.
Yeah, well, I'll be there, so I hope not to see you too. So good luck on your next 2 games. I just want to give a shout out to my wife, Erin, and my 2 daughters, Ava and Noelle. They're the big reason that I can do this, and they're a big support system. And yeah, I take a lot of time away from them, but I just want to let them know how much I appreciate them and love them, and they've been at all the games this year. So I think they're part of the winning tradition too.
Yeah,
So
for sure. Very important because it's like you said, it's a lot of time away from home in season, man. It's a true grind. And
Yes, it is.
yeah, absolutely. Well, good luck to you, man. And as always, if you need anything, don't hesitate to reach out.
All right, I appreciate it. Good
All
luck
right,
your
Ron.
last 2 games.
Thank you. Talk to you later.
Thanks.